outside. Cuts back. Here's a throwback pass. And Henry catches it. 35-40. Midfield. 40. Down to the 30-yard line. All the way down to the river. Second down and 8.
Stephen New and Associates wishes the best of luck to all local Raleigh County schools. If you or a loved one need a lawyer, reach out to us at 304-250-6017 or newlawoffice.com. Southern West Virginia is Steve New.
Now, back to the Beckley football pregame show on the Big 99.5 WJLS and WJLS.
The Greenbrier High School coin toss has been made. The Beckley Flying Eagles want it. They want the football first. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the Greenbrier Spartans, here's Jacob.
Reese comes in averaging about 275 pounds, about 6 foot tall. The tackles are Gage Blevin, a 6'1", 240 junior, and Parker Vance, a 6'2", 300 junior. The guards are Grant Scott, a 5'11", 285 junior, and Ashton Mintz, a 5'7", 260 senior. The center is Peyton Ritter, a 5'11", 270-pound junior. At running back, you got Braden Brown, you got Donovan seniors. The receivers, Caden Stone, a 5'9", 150 junior, Brady May, 5'10", 185 junior, actually a running back, sorry about that, Nate Suttle, a 5'9", 150 junior, and of course the tight end junior, Grant Burdett. So those are key players and starters on offense, and here's Beckley.
Play tonight across the line. The tackles will be Isaac 11, 230. Keandre Good, a 6'3", 300-pound senior. Guards, Jamarcus Mann, 6'4", 270-pound junior. And filling in for Drake Bowling tonight, who cannot play because he's in the concussion protocol, it will be Gabriel Mashmore. Michelle, 6', 182-pound sophomore. In the Jones, 6'4", 310 pounds. In the backfield for Beckley, it is a full of running backs. MJ Staples, Bryce Ford, Christian Stewart, Connor Ray, Landon Jones. It could be a number of those guys running for Beckley. Quarterback will be Price, 6', 180-pound sophomore. Outside, you'll see A.J. Thomas, who will also run the ball. You'll see Preston Clary as well. Box.
White sleeves.
White sleeves.
Listen to this. They have their own fight song. Beckley has their own fight song. Unlike schools like Cabell Midland, you go up there and they score and woo, Buckeye cry. That heavy song.
There you go. All right, sounds good. We're ready to go. The Greenbrier Spartans will be kicking to the Beckley Flying Eagles, and Beckley will be going left to right here in this first quarter. We'll see the Beckley offense in the coin toss. Here we go. For the 42nd year in a row, it is on the ground. High hop taken by Beckley at the 32-yard line across the 35, the 40, and fighting forward up to about the 49 is where the Beckley Flying Eagles will take it and back a breeze.
It's almost like these schools have watched film and don't want A.J. Thomas fielding kickoffs.
Don't blame them.
I don't either. But nobody seems to want to kick to my man.
I don't blame him at all. Kind of like what we saw a couple years ago with Tyler Kimball.
And
Elijah Waller and Elijah Rett. We don't want that. They don't want that. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for Beckley. Ball sitting at the Flying Eagle 42-yard lines where they put the ball down. Double wing set on the handoff in the misdirection near sideline across 45. It's Connor Ray midfield, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 5. Touchdown, Beckley. Connor Ray takes it. It will go from 50
to start with. They tried to have 4 guys standing up. I don't think you'll see that for the rest of the night because Beckley's going to put that one on the highlight reel, and not just the highlight reel, but they're going to go on the teaching reel that gets sent down to the middle schools for the next 5 years.
All right, Vince Lundberg, the extra point. Good news for Beckley. Tyler back, he's holding, but not kicking tonight. They hope to get him back kicking. Of play, Beckley leads Greenbrier 7-0. Back into his timeout on the Big Dawg 99.5 WJLS.
Friendship
30
Subaru.
That's a good start.
Yeah. A lot to love event through September 3rd. Get exceptional pricing on all Subaru models along with our lifetime warranty.
Now, you did tell me, because I guess this is on TV and New River Network or something like that, timeout's going to be like 75 seconds, so we're going to have time.
Subaru, you're buying more than a vehicle. Visit Friendship Subaru of Beckley online at SubaruBeckley.com. Valid through 1924 to get for details. This service contract is not provided without the manufacturing review.
I had to get that in there about the fight songs because that's been driving me crazy.
Now back to Beckley football, presented by Pepsi Bottlers of Southern West Virginia on the Big Dawg 99.5 WJLS and WJLS.com.
Back here at Greenbrier High School, the Beckley Flying Eagles, one play, 58-yard run by Ray, and Beckley's leading 7-0. Chick-fil-A scoreboard with two locations to serve you in Beckley, Galleria and also on Harper Road. A big matchup going on in Martinsburg tonight. Martinsburg leads Huntington 14-0 in the first quarter of play. Sharando and Jefferson tied at 7. Spring Mills leads Wheeling Park 14-0. Here's some of the scores. We'll keep you updated on those, and of course at halftime we'll have a complete scoreboard for you. Beckley's offense did the job. Need Beckley's defense to see what happens on this first drive of the Greenbrier Spartans.
These guys want a taste of big time. They're going to see the extended timeouts, I believe. Here we go.
75-second timeouts is what we've been told. That just gives you and me longer to talk about stuff that we probably shouldn't talk about, maybe?
We should.
Should talk about it, or just, maybe to that point. I don't know.
Beckley keeps playing offense like that. We might get to that point pretty soon, but long way to go here. And like I said, you got to limit the big plays on this Greenbrier East offense.
Sunbird Beckley kicks it deep, taking that the 14-yard line by the Spartans across the 15, the 20, the 25. His way across the 31-yard line. That's Donovan Penn bringing the ball back for the Patriots. And loose.
Now, just got a little melee out here.
Oh,
These guys don't like each other.
I didn't know that.
They do not. All you got to do is log on to Al Gore's creation and get on the internet and check out some things that they say back and forth. It's kind of wild.
That's the stuff we can't say on the radio.
That
right?
is.
Okay.
But hey, MJ Staples on it last play, especially a guy with his motor. MJ could have come flying up and left a hole. He hopped around a little bit, stayed home, and that's a good thing about having veteran guys out there that have the stamina to be on that kickoff team. Instead of creating a hole for Penn, he stayed back, forced him back inside. Good job by MJ.
All right, here comes the Spartans with a 4-receiver set. Pistol for Brody Hamrich. He's got May standing behind him. And May will get the handoff, looking for running room, nothing there. And we apologize for the comment that was made just now. The young man, well, not really that young, the man down sitting below us wanted a flag thrown saying that the quarterback got hit late, but no.
No, he didn't.
No gain on the play, brings up second down and 10.
He pulls that out and takes off running with it. I mean,
Second down and 10. He went back and yelled at me. I don't think he wants to do that. I mean, I'm just saying. I'll get you on it. 11-minute mark. Beckley up 7-0. Here we go. Second down and 10 from the 31-yard line for the Spartans. And they hand it off again. This time, May gets wrapped up, breaks a couple of tackles, fights back to the line of scrimmage, and still loses a half yard. Brings up third down and a long 10. That time for Beckley.
Great play there by, I believe that was Connor getting back there, but you got to finish the tackle, man. You get a chance to get an open shot at somebody like that, you got to take it, but that doesn't take away from the play made. And I preach this all the time, but when we've got 4 or 5 guys back there making tackle, that's when this defense really excels, and we've seen that a lot early in the year.
Third down and 10 coming up for the Spartans. Ball sitting at their own 31-yard line. 2 receivers set. Shotgun formation for Brody Hamrick, junior quarterback. Back to pass for the first time. Looking, throws it down the field, looking for the receiver. It's going to be overthrown. Intended receiver was Nate Settle on the near sideline. Defending on the play for Beckley was Preston Clary. And Greenbrier East is looking at a 4th down play.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Beckley's able to send pressure because you've got a Preston Clary, you've got an A.J. Thomas back here who are just simply the better athletes in these one-on-ones. And, Greenbrier East going to take those shots. But Preston, man, it's going to be hard to get those off on him. And a good job by Preston staying stride for stride with the receiver and making sure that play could not be made.
Well, the other thing, too, for Preston is the fact that he's probably taller than a lot of cornerbacks, sitting at 6'3", and he's taller than a lot of wide receivers.
Jump.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we saw that on the basketball floor. 4th down and 10, and we got penalty flags thrown.
Got some motion here, and it's going to knock East back to the 25. Punter, they had a couple shanks last.
False start against the Spartans. Yard punt down at the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Flying Eagles.
I can't hit a putter most of the time. 1st down and 10 for Beckley from the 30-yard line. Double wing set again. This time they pitch it to Bryce Ford. Bryce breaks it to the outside, fights his way across the 35 to the 37-yard line. A pickup of 7 brings up 2nd down. Actually, we'll move it back to the 36. So a pickup of 6 brings up 2nd down and 4 for Beckley.
So, Fred, you see, obviously, this sounds kind of funny because Connor just popped off a 58-yard touchdown run, but you get Connor and you get Bryce pounding this defense inside just time after time after time. It's going to open up for Christian and AJ and Preston on the outsides.
Back to the I formation this time. Wing back set to the near side. They hand it off up the middle. Gets the 1st down and more. Do the Flying Eagles. Carrying the ball that time for Beckley is Connor Ray. And Connor gets it up to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for Beckley.
That was just power football, man. That's if East can't stop that tonight, that's going to be a long night for the boys in green. Because Beckley just lined up big on big, went straight at him and drove him 6 yards downfield.
9:15 to the opening quarter. Beckley leading 7-0. Double wing set. And the pitch comes to the near sideline this time. And this is Bryce Ford across midfield, still on his feet to 45. And it gets down to the Greenbrier East 44-yard line. Nice, hard running by Bryce Ford.
That was Connor that time. He got the 20.
Connor? Okay,
yeah, the 21-22 got you.
It gets me all the time, man.
It's tough, man. Don't talk to them about changing numbers. I don't think they're going to change numbers for us, though.
Well, no, they're not going to. We do have an injury timeout on the field. It's an injured player for the Greenbrier Spartans laying at their own 46-yard line and in some pain, so they're going to work with him. But they wouldn't change.
Can you imagine that conversation? Have.
Or 31-22. Do you think they should switch it off each week?
I don't know.
They wouldn't.
Remember back in the day when you used to have basketball jerseys that they didn't print off the same home and away, so everybody was different when they went on the road.
Updated scores for you. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A and Quad A. As the injured player for Greenbrier is being helped off the field.
It's Braden Brown. He looks like he's going to be all right. Just got dinged up a little bit.
Martinsburg leads Huntington 14-0. Bridgeport leads Morgantown 7-0. Parkersburg South, the next opponent for Beckley, they lead University 14-6. Spring Mills over Wheeling Park 14. I'll look at Class AAA real quick. Herbert Hoover leads Winfield 7-0. All right, here we go. Beckley, 1st down and 10 from East 44-yard line, and the handoff up the middle. Once again, Beckley picking up 8 or 9 yards on just about every carry.
Get MJ involved a little bit. Got to block a little bit better than that, though, guys. That was, so far the Lions completely dominated East. They laid off the gas a little bit, but MJ, man, he did his best Le'Veon Bell impression there. He was moving sideways about as fast as he normally does forward. Nice patience waiting for the hole to open up.
2nd down and 1 for Beckley after the 9-yard gain. Ball sitting at the East 35. Handed off again up the middle, coming across the 30, 25, and gets down to the Greenbrier East 23-yard line.
Jamarcus and Keandre just drove a double team into the Beckley bench. Luckily, I don't know, I'm not going back that far, but you don't have blocking too far out of bounds. It's still a sore subject.
A.J. Thomas carrying the ball that time for Beckley.
You know, you get guys that just playing pure bully ball over there, man. Nice 30 dive. straight up the middle, driving guys into the bench.
Backs in the I formation, wing back set to the left, handed off. This time Christian Stewart inside the 20-yard line. And Christian fights his way down forward to the East 17. A pickup of 6 yards brings up second down and 4. Coming down to the 8-minute mark of the first quarter, Beckley leading 7-0. Connor Ray scored on the first play of the game, a 58-yard run, and the second drive for Beckley has been impressive running the ball as well.
Yeah, I think our boy Mashur has found him a spot he might not let go of. Drake's a heck of a player, but he's having an unbelievable game right now.
Handed off to Jacob Reeves, the fullback up the middle, gets across the 15, another first down for Beckley. They mark it down at the Greenbrier East 12-yard line. We talked about how important it was for that offensive and defensive line to set themselves up and control this game. They have done that. Second drive has looked very impressive, running the ball for Beckley.
You've got 6'3", 305 on 5'7", 220, and that's just big. It's center and nose guard.
Double wing set. This time it's Bryce Ford. Bryce looking for yardage, gets cut inside the 10, takes it down to the 8-yard line, pickup of about 3 yards, brings up second down and 7. How dominant has Beckley offensive line been? This is the longest second down we've had all night.
Well, I got to see Tyrez going downfield, man. I can't see 77 back here on my side. He's had an unbelievable start to this game, but Tyrez got to keep moving downfield, opening up those 5-6 yard runs.
Back to the I formation, wing back to the left, handed off right up the middle across the 10, the 5. It's MJ Staples fighting for the end zone. Does he get in? Yes, touchdown Beckley. MJ Staples takes it in from 8 yards out, and Beckley scores again.
Does Tyrez have a headset piped into his helmet so he could hear me? Because it's almost like I just made him mad. Said he got driven back a little bit, and I think Tyrez just blindside the movie a guy through the end zone right there. Great job by Big 77 opening up something in the middle.
First touchdown of the season for MJ Staples. Beckley will kick the extra point. Hold by Tyler Rafford is good. Kick by Vince Unberger is up, and it is good. 7:01 to go here in the first quarter of play.
Serious about it.
Here comes the kick. They are going to kick it deep this time. In the ring kick, sailing down, taken by the Spartans at the 8-yard line. Across the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35-yard lines will be brought down. Bringing the ball back for the Spartans was Nate Suttle.
I like kicking it deep the way this defense plays. I mean, but
I do too.
I do think there was some surprise element. I thought Street might think about it there if he's ever going to do it. You know, years past, you see Street onside kick a lot. I don't think you see it very much at all this year unless we're down and need to. Because
it also helps, too, with the defense that we have, and also the fact you've got a kicker like Vince and even Tyler when he is able to kick, that can kick the ball down.
Yeah, you want to keep him down on this side of the field. But that little surprise element up 14-0, you know. And we've been here before. We saw what happened last year. They tied this up really quick.
Yeah, cannot ease up, that's for sure. 3 receivers set for the Spartans. Hamrick and shotgun formation will send Donovan Penn in motion to the right. He'll go all the way across the formation. Now 3 receivers to the right. Hamrick back to pass. Here comes the blitz, setting up the screen on the near side. Nothing there. Matter of fact, the ball pops loose, and they're going to say incomplete pass. Preston Clary picks it up. They will say it was a completed pass, but they're going to say that he was down at the 34-yard line, which is a loss of 1 on the play.
Landon just looked up here at me because we talked about this week. I told him, you know, and he told me when 23 Burdett takes that little hop, go for him. Heat-seeking missile. And I showed him a clip that Adam Parker might have won state defensive player of the year on this field, hitting a guy like that. And number 0 got big and aggressive right there. I don't think they're going to run that little flare out again because Burdett's going to be feeling that one tomorrow. Nice hit by Landon, jarring that out.
Second down and 11 for East, from their own 34-yard line. Shotgun formation. Hamrick hands it off this time to the near sideline, looking for running room is May. Nothing there. Another loss of a yard on the play. Landon Jones again there for Beckley. MJ Staples was over there as well. We'll call it now 3rd down and 12.
A name we don't call out defensively a lot because of the depth on this defensive line, but Isaac Lambert with a great play right there. Isaac's usually, offensive focused, but Isaac's with Drake out having to step up on defense, and great read there by Isaac on the end, forcing the guy outside right into Landon's pocket.
No gain on the play, they say. They move it back to the 34, 2nd down and 11, or 3rd down and 11 rather. 5:25 to go. In this opening quarter of play, Beckley up 14-0.
Fred, you talk about loading the box and having to block, 8 with 5. Right now, Greenbrier East can't block 3 with 6.
Double wings, or 2 receivers set. High snap, ball fumbled by the quarterback, Hamrick. He falls on it back at the 29-yard line, or 30-yard line. As they're going to put it down, we'll bring up 4th down and 15, and Spartans will have to punt the ball again.
So 2 possessions, and Greenbrier East has been held to negative 11 yards. I think that's a good start for the Beckley defense.
I'll take it.
But you can never complain about that.
No, you can't do that. No, you can't at all. Somebody out there probably is, but you can't. I mean, because somebody, no matter what you say, somebody's going to complain about something, All right, we're ready to go.
Step up and catch the punt this time.
A.J. Thomas stands at his own 35-yard line. Snap. It's okay. Kick is out of there. A high spiraling kick. A.J. goes to the far side, picks it up to 36 across the 40, 45 midfield, 45, 40. A.J. Thomas cuts back and will get to the 30-yard line. He said he stepped out of bounds back at the 34. The 33, they mark him out, so that's where Beckley will have it. 1st and 10 from the East 33.
And Fred, that's the beauty of that line drive, thin 4-iron punt is, if you do step up and catch it, you catch it on the run. That ball outkicks its coverage very quickly, and that time the punter got a little boot on it. There wasn't a Spartan defender for 15 yards, and you get A.J. Thomas into his full sprint, that's why we're starting inside their 30. So don't let off the gas. Keep rolling downhill.
Backs will line up, double wing set for the Flying Eagles. You've got Jacob Breeze is the fullback. 2 wings set, handed off to the near sideline. Connor Ray again across the 25, the 20. Then Connor Ray the 15 and gets hit from behind and falls down at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for Beckley. Big run by Connor Ray. Beckley going no huddle.
Connor's at 101 already.
Double wing set. No huddle set for Beckley. Hand it off again to Connor. Near sideline, inside the 5, down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up for Beckley. Now put it down at the 5-yard line.
I'd like to see just a nice 30 dive here. Give it to Reeves right at him.
And once again, the pitch coming to the near sideline. It's MJ. Touchdown, Beckley. MJ Staples takes it in from 5 yards out, and the Flying Eagles score again. 3:40 to go here in the first quarter of play.
Yeah, same concept. Just running between the tackles right now. Mashur is doing a heck of a job getting out on his pulls very quick. Not as big as the other lineman we've got, but I think he's a tad bit quicker, and that's helping us out.
Here comes the kick. It is up and good by Vince Umberger. 3:40 to go in this first quarter of play. The Beckley Flying Eagles lead Greenbrier East 21-0. Back at this timeout on the Big Dawg 99.5.
University has this year. Usually I'd have a little bit of an insight on the team, but I really don't know anything about University.
Here comes the kick by Beckley. Another high end-over-end kick sailing down, taken by the Spartans from the 11-yard line. Across the 15, going to the far sideline is Subtle. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 midfield, 45, and gets to the Beckley 40-yard line. That time Subtle took it from the near sideline, took off to the far sideline, and a little breakdown there on that special teams coverage by Beckley. allow Settle to get all the way to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, the same thing I said. I didn't see what number it was, so I'm not going to say it was MJ because I didn't see who it was. But same thing I talked about there a few plays ago. We got a little bit too high there. Came flying after him, trying to make a big play. Still got to stay in our keys, stay in our lanes. And they got athletes too, man. This team, they've got players.
So the best field position of the night for the Spurs. For the 40-yard line, Hamrick in shotgun formation with 4 receivers. Going near sideline, here comes the catch made by Staple, but driven out of bounds by Beckley's MJ Staple. Walks to the Spartan 46-yard line. So they complete the play.
And good job by Landon there. You know, I mean, guy fighting for yards. He can get out of that. So Landon came over and said, keep fighting. You know, you might be able to break our D-backs tackle. You can't break mine. Number 0 came to hit tonight.
Second down and 16. Clock is stopped. 3:24 to go in this first quarter. Beckley up 21-0.
You know, this is about those two, Bryce and Landon, kind of yin and yang it, man. It seems like every time it starts flying. Motion.
He's got some time. Comes around for Beckley, goes down on the far from the near. And also down.
And Jamarcus was back there as well. Once again, this is becoming a trend. Jamarcus Mans cannot be blocked. I mean, he's just, I don't know when the last time we had a defensive lineman look like Jamarcus these last 2 games, but it's fun to watch again. I mean, it's just everything we're seeing right now is enjoyable.
Third down and 20 back to the 48-yard line of the Spartans. Hamrick back to pass. Here comes the blitz again by Beckley, and this time he gets out of the grasp from Landon Jones, takes it over to the far side, throws it on the run, pass will be complete at the 40-yard line, and will get down close to the first down, still on his feet, and we'll get to the Beckley 25-yard line. Biggest play of the game for the Spartans, and it comes down on 3rd and 22.
Yeah, they got positive yardage now.
And marking down at the Beckley 27-yard line. 2:20 to go here in this first quarter.
Brady May on the catch, I guess, transfer from Virginia, but Landon just overran his lane just a little bit, came flying up trying to make a play, and Hamrick, you know, once again, Hamrick's a really good quarterback. He saw Landon come flying too hard. He stepped back, and that bought him some extra time, enough time for May to get open. So good play by the Spartans.
Pistol set this time for Greenbrier East. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hand off quickly. It goes to May on the far side and fighting for yardage and gets down to the Beckley 25. A pickup of a couple of yards, and it brings up 2nd down and 8.
A little extra hop in the Spartan step there. You know, they were kind of laying down before that big pass, and now that time their line fired off the ball a little bit better. May ran a little bit harder, so Beckley's got to keep doing what they've been doing. No reason to panic here, but you know, Greenbrier's got a little bit of life on that big 3rd down completion.
90 seconds to go in the first quarter. Beckley up 21-0. 3 receiver bunch to the left, 1 to the right. Hamrick in that pistol set again with the handoff coming to the near sideline, and nothing there this time. Right at the line of scrimmage, he goes down to the 25. You've got Jacob Reeves, Jamarcus Mans,
And everybody wants to talk about the strength of this front seven that Beckley has, but I think their speed is overlooked. These guys are fast. It's not just the linebackers either. Jamarcus has got wheels, man. I mean, you've got Jamarcus Mans at, 6'2", 280, tracking down a running back.
And Jamarcus actually 6'4".
6'4". Yes.
6'4", 270.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's solid.
3rd down and 8. Think some colleges need to start taking a look at that, young man?
I think so.
3rd down and 8. Hamrick fakes the handoff, throws it down the one-on-one to the far side, and it's going to be incomplete. 30 flags thrown. This is going to be a pass interference call against Beckley.
Yeah, Christian's got to turn his head on that one. He did everything right except for turning his head, and when you don't turn your head, you're going to get that called on you. A little white in the crowd over here.
Pass interference against Beckley.
Yeah, the face guarding actuality of the penalty, I think, changes every year, but anytime you're just running straight into a guy, even if there's no contact, which I think there was a little bit of contact, but I mean, if you're face guarding, they're going to call that every time.
All right, so move the football down to the Beckley 12-yard line. This is where Washington had 20 plays last week and came out with just 3 points. We'll see if this Beckley defense can bow up here with them in the red zone. With 32 seconds to go here in this first quarter, Beckley up 21-0.
Two things you really got to watch here are Burdett and the running back in the flat. They haven't had much success with it so far tonight, but don't believe East is going to abandon that.
4 receivers set, pistols set for Hamrick. Snap, they hand it off right up the middle, and this is May fighting across the 10. We'll get down to the 9-yard line, pickup of about 3, brings up 2nd down in about 7. And that might be the final play of this first quarter. We'll see what the Spartans want to do. Clock down to 15 seconds. And they haven't lined up yet. It's now down to 9. And they're going to wait until the second quarter. So we've played one quarter of football here at Spartan Stadium at Greenbrier East High School, and it was all Beckley.
Jimmy Thomas. Marty Dowdy. Sandy Winston. Bella Burka. Asia Jackson. Ava George. Sophomores, Bailey Garner. Mia Rowan. Nadia Porter. Kamari Walton. Jasmine Borders. Riley Goodwin. Freshman William Long. Sophia Shirley.
The first quarter over, Beckley leading 21-0. Greenbrier East looking at 2nd down and about 7 from Beckley's 9-yard line. So we'll see what the Spartans decide to do here.
Yeah, getting 3 or 4 yards there really opens Greenbrier East playbook back up. They can, if we could have held them to nothing, they almost had to abandon the run, but they've definitely got the run in their pockets. Down 21-0. Don't see any way they wouldn't go for it if they got to 4th down here. I guess they lost a bunch of yards, but I still think you got to watch out for Burdett out there, and you got to watch out for Penn or May sneaking out into the flat. That's what they like to do, especially on those trips.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation for Hamrick. And this time they hand the ball off, looking for running room, steps inside to about the 7-yard line.
And also
carrying it again.
Got a flag out there. Could be a face mask, but it's in the area of a hold.
5-yard face mask against Beckley. So move the football down inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. And it's not quite a 1st down yet. 2nd down and 1 for the Spartans from the Beckley 4.
30-yard line.
They'll send 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for the Spartans. Hamrick in that pistol set, and we got flags thrown again, or do we have a timeout called by Beckley?
I have a timeout by Beckley. I don't think Coach Ray liked what he saw there in that formation. I like using that timeout, and I was about to say because the ball is, I didn't say it because the ball's about to get snapped, but if East is going to set in this single back shotgun here down this deep in our territory, you know, I think Coach Ray's going to dial something up here to just say, we'll stay in man coverage and pin your ears back and go, boys. Let's try to make a play. Send as many as you can. You know, you're up 21-0. If they score, it's definitely not the end of the world, but you got a chance here. If they're going to set back there in a single back shotgun on 2nd and 2 from the 4, why not send a couple guys? You've got pressure so far tonight. See if you can get pressure back there, rattle Hamrick a little bit, make him throw it away into our guys' arms or get a sack, and then you're looking at negative down and distance after being somewhere where my style of football is still you line up in a power I here and just run the ball into the end zone. But you know, as much as Beckley's dominated up front, maybe East just feels like, hey, we can't do that.
So we'll see what happens after the timeout. East will be looking at a 3rd down. Actually, yes. No, 2nd down. 2nd down and a long 1. Ball sitting at the 4. We need to get down to about the 2.5 for a 1st down.
See what they come out in here, because obviously, you know, with the timeout, East can now switch their formation as well.
They will line up, pistol set.
They're going to add Burdett in the backfield here, so you got a big tight end back there that can lead blocker or flare out.
Yeah, he's in the wingback position, May in the tailback. And they hand it off to May up the middle, and nothing. He runs into Jamarcus Mans and gets no gain on the play. Matter of fact, loses, and now we got a late penalty flag come flying in. 2 flags come flying in. Not sure what that was about. It's against Beckley. He's going to make an automatic 1st and goal. If it's all setting, yeah, all setting. So nothing.
Yeah, it's Landon and Hamrick yapping at each other. A couple guys that have played each other for a few years.
So you take the result of the play, they move it back to the original line of scrimmage, so still 3rd down and a long 1 for the Spartans.
Well, good job by Greenbrier East there, knowing Beckley was going to send the house, and they tried to run through the blitz, and they got a couple of yards. So even if they do that, though, I still think you bring it.
Here we go, 3rd down and 1. Pistol set again. We'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Hamrick fakes the handoff, rolling out to the near sideline. Here comes the rush by Beckley. Looking, throws it all, and throws it away.
Really helps your blitzes when Keandre Good just blows up the guy in front of him and is in Hamrick's corner pocket as soon as he catches the ball, isn't it?
It's now 4th down and a long 1 for the Spartans. Ball sitting at their own, or at the Beckley 4-yard line.
And once again, you know, East now, I mean, I think they had to know we were sending everybody anyway, but we're definitely going to do that again. Once again, if Keandre and Jamarcus blow this up in the middle, it doesn't matter how many we send, they're already back there anyway.
There we go, 4th down. Less than 2 for the Spartans from the Beckley 4. Hand it off to May, up the middle, nothing there. The Beckley Flying Eagles stop them and get it. Another turnover on downs by Beckley, a team once again inside the red zone, do not score.
Yeah, you just don't.
It was 20 plays last week. We need to check and see and keep a running part of that, because that was at least, that was going back to the 1st quarter.
Yeah, that was 4 there plus a 1st down in front of it, so 6 plays inside our 20 there that they didn't score. And once again, you don't count your points before you get them against this defense. I mean, that's they don't quit. They say you're on our 2, that's fine, we'll still stop you from there.
11:10 to go in this first half. Beckley up 21-0 and have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 4-yard line. Beckley moving guys around. Conneray sets up on the wing to the right. Handed up the middle, looking for some running room. Jumps through the 5 and gets up to about the 7-yard line. Trying to see, it might have been Jacob Reeves on that far side running the ball. I couldn't see.
Yeah, back here in this back end zone, it's hard to see on that side of the field.
Well, picked up 3 yards, brings up 2nd down and 7.
Especially when we're just running a mass of bodies right at them. It could be a number of 4 guys that have the ball.
Double wing set. This time the pitch will go to, I think, Bryce or Landon. Or, I'm sorry, Bryce or Connor.
MJ.
Was it MJ?
It was MJ. It was 3.
2s and 3s are about the same, too.
I thought it was a 2 for a minute. There's no way that's Christian.
All right, so MJ picks up about 4 yards, brings up 3rd down and 3. 10:15 to go.
Big play here. We need to, Greenbrier's got a little bit of momentum there. We don't need to go 3 and out. We need to be able to pick up a 1st down and at least move the ball a little bit.
All right, Bryce Ford is the tailback as Beckley's in I formation on 3rd down and 3. Bryce gets the handoff to the far sideline, cuts it upfield, and should have the 1st down and does at the 15.
Bryce runs so hard, man. I mean, it's just... They're saying Connor Ray. That was Bryce this time, though. That was Bryce's run style. He was...
Well, I saw 22 in the backfield, so now he's checking out.
Yeah, he got low, and that was just a heck of a run by Bryce. Decent blocking by the line there. East brought some extra guys, but that was about 75% Bryce Ford.
Well, it's good to know that I'm not the only one who thinks 21 and 22 look awfully
it's
long.
Tough, man.
9:45 to go. And we've got... Is there flags thrown?
Well, I don't think they were ready.
Yeah, false start against Beckley. So move us back to the 10-yard line, make it 1st and 15. 9:42 to go in the first half. Beckley has a 21-0 lead over the Spartans. Both teams coming into this game with a 1-0 record. Beckley defeated Washington last week on the road, and Greenbrier East defeated Riverside here at home. Beckley will line up. Tight formation. Double wing set. We'll send him back in motion to the near sideline. We got flags thrown again.
Yeah, it moved too early that time, too.
For Beckley's will make it now 1st down and 20. Move it back to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, can't get cute down here. You gotta... The penalties hurt, but a punt's not the worst thing in the world, especially not with this defense. Definitely just, you got to hold on to the ball. We got 3 tries at this, try to pick up a chunk here, but up 21-0. You don't want to make a mistake back here pinned against our own goal line.
Double wing set. And they hand it off to Connor Ray this time. Connor fighting for running room and gets up to about the 8-yard line, pick up a 3. And it brings up 2nd down and 17.
A little cleaner handoff there. I think Connor had some running room, but it was that little double reverse, and Connor had trouble on the 2nd handoff. Got pulled down from his side. He almost was still able to break that, but I like the play call. We've been going with motion, going at the strong side, so switch it up a little bit. Good job by East staying home.
2nd down and 17 now. On the misdirection, they give it off to Connor. And Connor will get it to the 10-yard line, so Beckley now looking at a 3rd down and 15 play. Is there a flag on the other side? I couldn't.
No, they're stopping for something. This gets back to what we talked about before the game. 3rd and 15. I know some people might not like hearing this because everybody always wants to go for everything you can, but with Gage Price back there, sophomore quarterback that had some struggles last week and had some good moments as well, but you don't want to put Gage in a high-pressure situation up 21-0. So, we may throw the ball, try to get this, but would not be surprised if Coach doesn't keep this on the ground here. Just try to pick up a few yards and get a little better field position. 3rd down and 15 for Beckley from our own 10-yard line. Double wing set. Back to pass. Gage looking. Sets in the pocket. Throws it down the field. Looking for Christian Stewart. It's going to be incomplete. As Gage threw it into double coverage that time, and it brings up 4th down for the Flying Eagles. They threw that into double coverage, but that was a good ball.
Yeah, it was.
And it was, if they pick that, it was almost a punt, if the defender keeps his feet, you know, I guess he would have had an opening to run it back a good bit. But it was a pretty ball, good throw by Gage, and no harm done. 4th and long, and give it back to East.
So Vince Umberger will punt the ball away. Donovan Penn, or check that, Settle. Nate Settle stands at his own 45-yard line. Snap is good. Here comes the kick by Beckley. It is a high kick, and it takes a Beckley bounce across midfield, and they're going to let it go across the 40-yard line. And Beckley will stop it at the East 35. So good job by Vince Umberger on the punt.
And, you know, you just can't stress enough how much having Jerry Umberger working with these guys and our specialists help this football team. I mean, you go back 15, 20 years, and yeah, we had some guys come in with legs that could kick off the soccer team, but you know, our punter at one point was our middle linebacker. You just don't see that anymore out here. The games on this level has evolved, and Jerry puts in a ton of work with these guys. And Austin, if you're listening, buddy, you were a great middle linebacker. You weren't the best punter. I know he listens every week. But
55-yard punt by Umberger as East takes it over 1st and 10. They run it up the middle across the 40, and we'll get up to the 45-yard line, pick up at 10 yards. First and 10. I'm on the radio.
We're getting yelled at by Greenbrier East fans.
They think we're coaches. 1st and 10 for Greenbrier East. Ball sitting at the 45-yard line.
They don't know the rules of football is part of the problem.
Shotgun formation, pistol set. And Brady gets a couple of yards. Pick up of about 4.
You've been doing this a lot longer than I have. You ever had that happen?
Oh, there's been times, and I won't say where it was at. I was at a basketball game, and I was sitting on the home side. I had some visiting fans, or the home fans, I should say, cuss at some plays. Came across the radio. I just politely took my headsets off and said, hey, if we get fined by the FCC, I need your name and address so I can send you the fine.
I love it.
2nd down and 7. Spartans, ball sitting at their own 48-yard line. And here comes the rush by Beckley. Hamrick throws the ball, and the pass will be incomplete. Intended for Caden Stone, and Caden was open. He found a soft spot in that zone and just dropped it. Third down and 7.
Is this a bad time to say that when the quarterback goes in and disguises a handoff, hitting him is legal?
Yeah. Can you get on the PA and say that? I mean, you know.
Anyway, all right. Got to get a stop here, boys. 3rd and long.
Third down and 7 from the East 48-yard line. Pistol set. Hand it off to the near sideline, and they get a break, and May gets to close that first down marker. It depends on the spot. The official coming from the near sideline finds him shy of the 45, which is not enough for the first down.
Now, they gave him the right spot there, and he's going to be, like you said, a little less than a yard short, so East definitely going to go for this one.
So 4th down and less than 1 for the Spartans, and Hamrick, no hesitation, gets the play from the near sideline as East trailing 21-0. The 6-minute mark. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hamrick under center this time. Keeps it himself, looking for get it. He tried, and he does not get it. Depending on the spot of the ball, they might have given him a little bit more. Depending on the spot, I don't think he got to the 45, and that's what he needed to do. I would look for the measurement. If I'm Coach Surratt, I'm asking for the measurement. Because they had to get to the 45, and the nose of the football is touching.
What does it hurt to bring the chains out? I don't understand why you wouldn't at least just bring them out.
Nope, they're not going to bring him out. They're going to give him the first down.
We're in a hurry, apparently. Coach will call a timeout to yell. Now we're going to throw a penalty on Coach Surratt for asking for a measurement, which is absolutely incredible.
Well, they get the first down now.
Yeah, they definitely have it now.
They simply asked for it, and then when they didn't do it, they got mad at it.
Yeah, I don't understand not just give it. Just come out and measure it. I mean, that's all you ask for. MJ's pumping up the Greenbrier East crowd. It's going crazy. We might need MJ up here with us before this is over.
The guy who said it left, so I don't know where he went to.
True.
First down and 10 for the Spartans, ball at the 30-yard line. Hamrick hands it off, up the middle, nothing there. For the Eagles, you had to host that defensive line in there for Beckley. You've got Connor Ray coming in, Keandre Good in there. Isaac Lambert in there again for Beckley. Boy, he's had a good game.
Yeah, like I said, man, when this defense flies around, when you got 4, 5, 6 guys on the ball, that's when this defense is really good. And so far on this young season, it's about every play.
Loss of one on the play brings up second down 11 from the 31-yard line. Shotgun formation, 4 receiver set. Hamrick back to pass. Here comes the rush by Beckley. Flush out of the pocket, throws in the flat, just throws it away. All right,
I know. I mean, how is that not grounding? Is that what you're going to ask?
Yep.
Because I don't have an answer for you. He's definitely inside the tackle box. There was definitely nobody there, and it didn't make it to the line of scrimmage. So it checked 4 boxes.
Yeah, it did not make it to the line of scrimmage at all.
The crowd's awful quiet after that one. They're not as
wow,
not yelling at us. But hey, man, I don't know. It checked every box that makes something grounding. I don't know. That's Patrick's standard.
Third down and 11 for the Spartans from the 31 of Beckley. 4:41 to go in the first quarter. Beckley got a 21-0 lead. Beckley scored 3 times in the first quarter. Really haven't had the football that much here in the second quarter.
No, it's been Greenbrier East down here on our side of the field.
Shotgun formation again. Hamrick back to pass. Looking, stays in the pocket. Throws it across the middle. Pass complete. Boxley intercepted by Beckley. Coming back the other way across the 5-yard line. That's A.J. Thomas getting his 3rd interception of the season. Give credit to M.J. Staples for the tip. And the tip drill caught by A.J. Thomas.
The Beckley crowd getting a little loud on that one, and as they should be. Great interception by A.J. Kind of works out as a punt for the Spartans. They're going to pin us all the way back here on our own, about, 8-yard line. But, hey, they were, it's not 4th down, you bat that one down. 3rd down, they're still getting a chance at it. And Coach Ray's installed a little bit of post-interception celebration over there for the boys. And like I said in the preseason show last week, if anybody can hype you up, it's Dave Ray.
Guarantee it. Guarantee it. All right, so first down and 10 for Beckley. Ball sitting at our own 8-yard line after the interception by A.J. Thomas, his 3rd of the season. Quick pitch coming to the near sideline. Not much there this time. Good job of that Spartan defense. Bottling up the Flying Eagles. A loss, no loss in the play. Brings up second down and 10.
Fred, these last 2 series you've seen Green. Of course, last series Beckley they definitely shot themselves in the foot. But you're seeing Greenbrier East adapt to what Beckley did early on, and by adapting, all they're doing is taking out a defensive back, changing him out with a linebacker, essentially changing him out with a D lineman because they got an extra D lineman and one less defensive secondary man. So they're running a 5-3, and Beckley's trying to block it right now with 6 or 7. You're going to have to get either spread it out or get some motion going. They're going to spread it out.
Shotgun formation for Gage, hands it off on the draw, up the middle, looking for some running room, and getting across the 10, still fighting for yardage, up across the 15, still getting up to about the 17-yard line. Getting help by Tyrez Jones, pulling up the field, and carrying the ball that time for Beckley was Jacob Reeves.
And that's what I want to see out of Tyrez every play. My man has, you watched him last year. Tyrez could have been on the field, but his conditioning and he's so out of shape, man, you couldn't get him out there. And Tyrez has put in so much work in the offseason, but he still, every now and then, runs out of gas. You got to have that kind of motor every play, and he did there.
3:20 to go in the first half. Beckley up 21-0. Pistol set, hand it off again. Over the far sideline, Christian Stewart across the 25 to 30. Christian outside 35-40, 45 midfield, 45-40, and gets pushed out of bounds by Greenbrier East at the East 38-yard line. But Christian Stewart backs off a big run for Beckley.
And I talked about that a little bit a minute ago. Beckley, you keep going up the middle, pounding at this East defense. Well, when you go 8 men in the box that are all big boys, they're all, wrestlers and defensive linemen, football guys. You give the ball to Christian, who's, big and strong as well, but he's on the 100-meter track team, and he takes off on him. You can't catch him.
Here we go again. Hand off to Connor Ray this time to the far side. Breaks one tackle across the 35. He gets down to the Spartan 34-yard line. I think we'll mark him back to the 35. Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd down and 7. 2:45 to go, opening half of play. Beckley up 21-0, and what has been an interesting, spirited second quarter. No points have scored, but
might be as spirited up here as it is on the field.
2:25 to go. Double wing set. This time Beckley will send MJ in motion. MJ gets the pitch, trying to get to the outside now, cuts it back up in his neck. Good job defensively that time by the Spartans. Give credit that time. Making the tackle for Greenbrier East was Keyshawn Bland. Making that hit, and MJ loses back to the 35, and it brings up a 3rd down play. 3rd down and 7, 2-minute mark of the first half.
All right, so 3rd and 7. You got 2 shots at this. In this play right here, you can open up to everything in your playbook. We'll see what East comes out in. They're going to have, looks like they've put the extra D-back back out there. So Beckley spread it out. East got the extra D-back, but they got a wall of backers and defensive backs in a 4-4.
Gage back to pass. Looking, throws the pass. It's going to be complete by Beckley. Going down immediately at the 31-yard line, making the catch for the Flying Eagles, and Christian Stewart makes the catch, and Beckley looking at a 4th down play, 4th down and about 3.
But, that's exactly what you wanted there. You get 4 or 5. That puts you in a very manageable down and distance. Now Beckley once again has the entire playbook open. You can still go on the ground, go back into power here with East having the smaller personnel out.
Double wing set, and Beckley moved.
They moved. So exactly what I just said, throw that out the window.
So I move Beckley back 5 instead of 4th down and 3. Beckley now looking at 4th down and 8. Move the football back to the 36-yard line of the Spartan. I still think you go for it, right?
You absolutely go for it, but now your running game is taken out of play. So puts Gage in a little bit of a high-pressure situation, but you're not going to be able to keep him completely out of it. And I think Gage has really got the game slowed down more tonight than he did last week.
I think Beckley called a timeout. They do. They will have one more left with 58.7 seconds left. Beckley looking at a 4th down and 8 play. Beckley leading 21-0 over the Spartans. And once again, Beckley had the ball for most of the first quarter. Have not had the ball that much here in the second quarter.
No, East has had the ball mostly down on Beckley's side of the field. And, the defense is early on. I thought I was going to be talking at halftime about how East had negative yards. But East has got players. They've got athletes. They're going to win some football games this year. They've already won one. And, East has shown up in the second quarter. But the Beckley defense is not all just in your face, stop you up front. They'll let you get down, as they've shown, inside our 10-yard line and come up with goal line stop after goal line stop. And, one of them, they only got down to the 30 before we got an interception. But East moved the ball. Beckley defense has responded. So you got to like how it goes without saying you like how the first quarter went. But even the way the second quarter's gone, East could have very easily gotten back in this game.
All right, so Beckley looking at 4th down now. 4th down and 8, 58 seconds to go in the half. Ball sitting at the East 36-yard line. Beckley will be in shotgun formation. Wing back to the left. That's Connor Ray, goes in motion to the right. Shotgun formation, Gage looking, throws it, pass going to be complete across the middle. Spinning inside the 20-yard line, inside the 15. Beckley will have it 1st and 10.
I love it, man. Like I said,
A.J. Thomas makes the catch for Beckley.
It's going to be a lot of fun watching this kid grow up, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen fast. By week 7 or 8, Gage Price is no longer going to be a sophomore, and he stood in right there, fired a bullet to A.J., who was wide open over the middle. Big 4th down completion.
1st down and 10 for Beckley. Clock running, 43 seconds to go in the half. Shotgun again. Gage back to pass again. Looking. Throws it to the far sideline. Looking. One-handed try. Incomplete. It was Preston Clary on the outside. Or was that Christian again?
That was Christian again.
So Christian almost came down with that one-handed catch.
Yeah, that little bit of communication error there. Christian cut his route a little bit too. And I mean, when I say this, I mean literally steps. I mean, it wasn't like somebody ran the wrong route or threw to the wrong. Christian just cut in just a step too quick, engaged through it to the pylon, and would have been there. You're seeing the quarterback with a little bit of pep in his step right now, though, a little hop forward, and I think he is feeling himself. Doubt we don't throw it again.
Second down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Beckley, shotgun formation. Gage looking to the near sideline, passing the flat a little bit too high this time. A.J. Thomas was the intended receiver. Brings up third down and 10 from the 15.
Yeah, he's feeling a little bit too much right there because he airmailed a ball.
Yeah, it was a little bit adrenaline with that.
A little adrenaline, man. He got that big fourth down completion. Now they're throwing stuff on the field, so it was looked like a blue ball came out of the stands. Interesting.
Which side of the stands?
Down there on the left.
We need to find out who did that because that's a pretty good arm.
That is.
I mean,
that was a cannon.
Oh, shucks.
I didn't even think of that.
All right, here we go. Third down and 10. Beckley back to pass again. Gage stays in the pocket, throws it to the end zone. It's going to be batted up in the air and incomplete.
Man, I like the aggressiveness, though. I like trying. I think you could have tried to get a couple yards there to make the field goal a little bit easier, but we might have to go for it here as far out as this is going to be. It's going to be almost a 40-yard kick. So.
Now, Beckley's going to think about it. They're going to call their final timeout of this first half with 27 seconds to go.
But, and hear me out here. I know this sounds like I'm just being a yes man, but, that situation is going to come up again in this season. Last week it came up several times in a tie ball game late in the fourth quarter, and you had a sophomore quarterback out there that had absolutely no experience, because how do you get him experience in his first ever start as a sophomore? And the game sped up on him a little bit. Here it's 21-0. Beckley has done a good job stopping East, good job moving the ball. Why not let the kid open it up a little bit and go for a touchdown? I like letting him air it out. I like letting him use his playbook, use his checks, use his reads, and that scenario right there, I know it didn't work out in a touchdown, and I don't know if we're going to try to kick this or go for it, but things like that pay dividends later on in the season when you have the same situation and you're not up 21-0, you're down 7. So I like the aggressiveness of trying to go for that instead of picking up, the extra 5 or 6 yards that make the field goal much more attainable. I was a little off on the distance. It's actually going to be about a 34-yard field goal. So
updated scores real quick from the Chick-fil-A scoreboard. Once again, we'll have all the scores for you coming up at halftime. But right now, the next opponent for Beckley, Parkersburg South, they lead. I just went blank of who they're playing tonight. University, 34-20. And another score, Oak Hill leads Riverside 6-0.
The ultimate paradox, University High School.
Well, I don't like them because they say that they got the U. I mean, there's only one U.
They got you so good at that playoff game. You called them Miami.
I called them Miami. All right, we're going to go for the field goal. Vince Umberger in their ball at the 32-yard field goal attempt. It is up. It's got the distance, and it is good. That would have been good from about 40, maybe 45. Vince Umberger kicks it from 32 yards out, and Beckley scores right before the half. 24 seconds to go. Beckley now leads Greenbrier East by the score of 24-0. Back in his timeout on the Big Dawg, 99.5 WJLS. How about Beckley? As you mentioned, they have the confidence in Vince to kick the field goal. He kicked it from 32. It would have been good probably from 40 to 45. But they did some things on that last 3 plays. 2 things. They knew they could get Vince in there to kick it. Plus, they get Gage some more throws in there to settle him down a little bit more. I thought it was a great job by Beckley there. Here comes the kick by the Flying Eagles. Going to the near sideline. It hits the 5-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, did we shoot off a cannon over there? I saw smoke flying up on the side of the away bleachers.
I think, honestly, we got flags thrown everywhere. We'll see what this is. But I honestly think that might have been smoke coming from the ears of Coach Surratt from earlier when they called it, wouldn't check the 4th down call.
Through the penalty.
I might be wrong.
Could have been. No, I need to follow up. It came by the students over there. I don't know if we've got a.
It might be like the powder. Remember they used to do
I do.
Baking powder?
The LeBron James.
Yeah, so that might have been that. As an unsportsmanlike call against Greenbrier East.
You ever done that? Thrown like baby powder in your hands and just walked out and tossed it straight up?
I think that was flour, though. That's what it was.
It's fun to do. You got to try it sometime.
I'll have to try it sometime. All I'll make sure to bring that next week at the press box.
Walk out.
No. We'll do it up here before the game starts. That's what we'll do. When you're doing the starting lineups, I will do that. I'll do that.
There's a reason why he does that. It builds confidence. It's like,
is that what it is?
Yeah, it just gets you pumped up.
I thought he did that just to tick off the people sitting on press row.
He does, just throw it all over.
Yeah.
All right, 24 seconds. Got to, not pull West Virginia and give up a touchdown.
You said that, I didn't. Greenbrier is not going to let that happen. They're going to take a knee and go to the locker room at halftime. So we have played one half of football here at Greenbrier East High School with your score. The Beckley Flying Eagles 24. Greenbrier East nothing. We will come back. We will recap the first half for you after this timeout on the Big Dawg 99.5 WJLS.
If you love spaghetti, wow, Gino's has a deal you will love.
We're having some fun.
Eagle Marching Band. The Marching Band is under the direction of Marshall Richmond, and being led onto the field by drum majors Kelly Ration and Jada Hopkins, with featured parallel Caitlin Reed. The band will be playing selections from their 2024 show entitled Joy of the Dragon, with drill by Mr. Jim Alden.
Yeah, of course.
It might be a different drink.
It's probably all of us.
Drum majors, is your band ready? Flying Eagle Marching Band, you may take the field.
They're playing now, aren't they? They're playing, but we can't hear them. They're playing. I can barely hear the instruments. Gatorade, she said.
Let's give one more Spartan round of applause for the Flying Eagle Marching Band.
Just want to continue that and continue to promote the school, promote these athletes the best we can. So please check that out if you don't mind. All right, we're ready to go. Second half action. Beckley will kick the ball away to Greenbrier's onside kick. It hits at the 50. Beckley picks it up. We got flags thrown. Did we touch it before?
We did not touch it before it went, so because I watched that very closely. That ball was several yards over.
Oh, there's a flag thrown. There's 2 flags thrown.
Now the East crowd going to boo.
First time we've tried the onside kick this year. Last week we had little pooch kicks, not really onside kicks. They put the ball down to 45.
They're going to say we touched it early, but we did not.
And now we got another flag. This is going to go against Greenbrier East because the official that threw that flag, there was only Spartans around him.
And I can't tell who that is, but when an official throws a flag at you for unsportsmanlike conduct, you don't look at him and pump your arms up in the air. Come on, guys.
I'm not sure who that was. I didn't see it, but the only thing I saw was the flag come flying up in the air, and he was surrounded by Greenbrier East players.
That was a good toss, though.
It was pretty good. I mean, he had good hair on it. I mean, if the wind was blowing a little bit harder, it might have taken it off a little bit one way or the other. But all right, so here we go.
Illegal touching on us. Unsportsmanlike conduct on them.
I couldn't tell if the ball was touched.
I thought it was on the 44. I thought it was at least a yard over. This is my favorite part. We get to walk it back. So here we go. Take it back 5. All right, set. Now go. Now we go 15 the other.
And the ball's going to sit right back where it was.
Right back where they were standing. But it shouldn't be, right? It should be on the
Well, it should be, if they're going to put it at the 45-yard line where the ball was touched, it was a dead ball penalty. You should take it back 15 yards from there.
It's 5 from there, so that should go 15 back to the 35.
Exactly.
Not the 45.
Because that was a dead ball penalty.
Yeah, so this is not being done correctly. Huh. And I think we're just going to roll with it.
Well, they got the ball sitting at the 45, and nobody else is.
Oh, the chain's still, no, here comes the chain. The coaches are talking about it. I think we're just going to roll with it here, which is incorrect. But
I mean, what makes it, to me, I think, incorrect is the fact that it was a dead ball penalty. Unless, now, here's something, like maybe, well, Greenbrier would have gotten the ball from Beckley's 40-yard line if we touched it before, right?
We touched it down here, so they would have got it where we touched it, and then it would be 5 yards. So 5 yards to the 50, and then 15
to
from the 50 to the 35. Yeah, this is not a difficult one, but hey, we're going to roll with it.
All right, Beckley up 24-0. No time has come off the clock here in the third quarter, but we've had some fun already.
We have, and right now we've seen a wrong call. But hey, like I said, we're going to have some fun up here. I mean, why not, right?
All right.
Let's go, guys. Come on. There's no need to be standing around anymore. Let's get this game rolling.
Here come the Spartans, and here come the Flying Eagles onto the field. 1st and 10 for the Spartans from the 45-yard line. All right, they'll come out with a pistol set. One receiver to each side. Running back behind the quarterback, Hamrick. Hamrick hands it off right up the middle, breaks one tackle behind the line, and fights Ford for a gain of about a yard to the 46-yard line. Good job by May that time because he was hitting the backfield.
Yes, he was, and he was not hit by somebody small. He was hit by Jamarcus Mance, and Jamarcus was fighting. He's blowing a guard back into the running back and then hit the running back, and he's just a large mass of a human wrecking ball out there, man. He's, like I said, one of the best D linemen I've seen us have in a long time.
2nd down and 9 coming up for the Spartans from their own 46-yard line. One receiver coming to the near sideline, which is Caden Stone. Back to pass, looking in the flat. Pass going to be complete. Coming across midfield and gets dropped there is Burdett. Tackled by Christian Stewart at Beckley's 49-yard line. They'll mark it back to midfield. So a pickup of about 4. It brings up a 3rd down and 5 play for the Spartans.
5'10", 165-pound Christian Stewart. I think he might have put on a few more pounds in the offseason than we're listing him. Goes head-to-head with 6'3", 6'4", 225-pound Grant Burdett and takes him down on the spot.
It's a great open field tackle.
That's a heck of a tackle.
3rd down and 5 from the Spartans. Ball sitting at midfield. 10:39 to go here in this third quarter. 9 seconds on the play clock as they line up with one receiver to each side. Shotgun formation. Hamrick hands it off to May behind him, and May fights forward, no gain. 4th down and 5 coming up. Once again, Isaac Lambert there. Bryce Ford coming in for Beckley. And it brings up a 4th down and 5 now for the Spartans.
Keandre was the one that was being double teamed and still fighting through it and shutting down a hole. And, you know, those big boys up front, well, Jamarcus does. Last week he had 10 tackles. But a lot of times they don't get credit on the stat sheet. But plugging holes and taking 2, 3, seriously, 3 at times with Keandre really opens up for everybody else to fly around. 4th down, got to get off the field.
Shotgun formation, back to pass on a high snap. Hamrick looking to the flat on the far side, incomplete. Defending on the play was MJ Staples. Ball pops out, and Beckley takes over on downs.
Once again, man, everybody talks about the strength on this defense, and they are strong. They're strong kids, but MJ closed there about as fast as you see on Saturdays. I mean, I thought they had a guy wide open out there. A pretty good ball thrown by Hamrick, and MJ just, man, his closing speed was next level right there.
You know what I like about this, too, when you watch the defense play? They're starting to play with that swagger.
Oh, they are, for sure.
You know, and I think they start to realize what they're doing defensively last week and again this week tonight so far.
I don't know that starting with swagger with MJ. He started with it when he was born, but the rest of them, absolutely.
Double wing set. Connor Ray in motion. He'll get the pitch. Coming back to the near sideline, looking for some running room. Waits for his blocks to set up. Gets across the 45, down to the east 44-yard line. One thing about Connor Ray, when you watch him run, he has some speed where he can get through the line and go, but he's also very smart from the standpoint he waits for the blocks to set up, and then he's a powerful runner. He broke a couple of tackles there and got picked up 6 yards and looking at 2nd down and 4.
So I said earlier, you know, I dated myself with a little Le'Veon Bell reference. I forget he was doing that almost 10 years ago, but these kids grew up watching that. So I think they might have stolen a little bit. You see them more patience in the backfield, like he said, with some of these guys.
Double wing again for Beckley, 2nd down and 4. Connor Ray goes in motion to the right. Now hand off to Jacob Reeves. No gain on the play for Beckley. Brings up 3rd down play now. Maybe a loss of a half yard back to the 45 of East. So it brings up a 3rd down and 5 play for the Flying Eagles.
They had a little bit of trouble with the handoff there. And, you know, when you're running straight forward, have trouble with the handoff, get stuck in the backfield, it's just like Greenbrier's getting penetration. So I just gotta get that off clean. Got 6 yards here. Probably go for it if you don't get it here.
8:30.
Get a few yards.
8:30 to go. 24-0. 3rd down and 5. MJ comes in motion. He'll get the pitch. Takes it back to the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 5. MJ Staples takes it in for his 3rd touchdown. Okay, take that call off the. Where was the flag thrown?
It's on about the 32.
Flag thrown.
Still going to get a couple yards because it happened way downfield.
Yeah, but the way the rule is now, you don't take it from the spot of the foul. You take it from the line of scrimmage. At least that's the way I thought the rules, but they put it back down to 45.
Yeah, get about a yard off of it. Man, I couldn't see it, so I had to see that one on the tape.
So it brings up 3rd down and 5 again.
Where they did throw it, though, man, if there was a hold there, it was an unnecessary hold because MJ was already gone.
So they bring it back. Beckley replays the 3rd down and 5. Beckley leading 24-0. Gage in shotgun formation. This time they handed him up the middle, nothing there. And Beckley now looking at 4th down. I think so many times as Connor Ray carried the ball that time for Beckley. Or check that. Was it Connor or was it?
I think that was Bryce.
It was Bryce, okay.
Jacob Reeves on the carry.
Nope, Jacob Reeves. See?
Both of them.
So it brings up 4th down and 5 now for Beckley. But sometimes, so many times, when you run the ball on 3rd down and mid, that means you're going for it on 4th down. So I think that's what Beckley's going to do here.
Yeah, I think this is just confidence in your defense going for this here. I mean, man, they haven't really moved it much on us.
Shotgun formation. Throw it in the flat on the far side. Pass going to be complete. That is Landon Jones makes the catch on the far side. Beckley gets the first down. Great throw by Gage Price. And Landon makes the catch and gets the first down for Beckley. 1st and 10 at the Greenbrier East 36-yard line.
Well, that's the kind of play that we may have, especially later in the year, as much as these two work together. But Beckley's always had pretty good slot-type receivers and maybe a big-time outside receiver. But that tight end spot, man.
Now the pitch on 1st down and 10 up the middle across the 30. Gets down to the 25-yard line. Another first down for Beckley. Bryce Ford carrying the ball that time for the Flying Eagles, and Beckley looking at a 1st and 10 from the 25.
Yeah, Bryce just put his head down and ran as hard as Bryce runs right there. It's fun to watch Bryce run. It's very similar to Matt Moore a few years ago when Matt used to get the ball and just put his head down and churn forward. That's the style Bryce has. He's not going to juke anybody out, but, man, he's going to run you over.
1st and 10 for Beckley from the east 25-yard line. MJ in motion. Handed up the middle. Jacob Breeze gets across the 15-yard line. Jacob Breeze down to the 12, another first down.
Jacob Reeves on the carry.
6:55 to go in the third quarter. Beckley up 24-0 and threatening again as Jacob Reeves gets a big run.
Man, I can't express enough how proud I am of Tyrese Jones. The kid has come so far from where he was last year. He's always been big, but, man, he's got himself in shape to play. He's strong. He's just moving guys out of the way.
Now in motion, MJ. He'll get this time trying to bounce it up to the and is able to pick up 1 yard to the 11. Well, that's a lot of hard running for 1 yard for MJ.
Yeah, but he was hit about 3 yards in the backfield, so you know, it kind of goes down as a 1 yard run, but he kept us in positive down a distance.
Actually, looking at actually on the spot, they don't give him a yard.
They're not going to give him a yard. I thought he had at least one there, but man, he goes down in the backfield, and you're looking at 2nd and 14 or 15. So good job getting us back up to the line of scrimmage, giving us essentially 3 plays here.
2nd down and 10 from the 12 for Beckley. They'll send Connor Ray in motion on the misdirection to the near sideline, looking for the gets to it at the 5. Touchdown, Flying Eagles. Christian Stewart takes it in from 12 yards out, and Beckley on the board again at 5:57 to go here in the third quarter.
And Fred, you know, you go with the motion. This is what I talk about, this pre-snap motion. You go with the motion, you go with the motion, you go with the motion. Beckley's been pulling towards the motion. They've been running towards the motion, running right at East. They've been having trouble stopping. They sell out for it, and what do? Turn around and run a little X-toss reverse to Christian Stewart, who's on the 100-meter track team, and he's in the end zone.
Here comes the extra point try, low snap, and Vince kicks it up and still makes it. It was a low snap. Vince took a step, stopped, took another step, and kicked it and made it.
Still got it through. That was a heck of a play by him, and I thought he was just going to fall on it. And he said, no, I'll go ahead and boot it. I couldn't tell if the ball was in the right position or not. He might have kicked that from laying on sideways on ball laid sideways on the ground. But
so Beckley on the board again. 5:57 to go in the third quarter. Beckley now up 31-0. Back at this timeout on the Big Dawg 99.5 WJLS.
WJLS.com.
5:57 to go third quarter. Beckley up 31-0 after a run from 12 yards out by Christian Stewart. Here comes the kick from the Flying Eagles. A deep kick this time, and they catch it at the 10-yard line across the 15, the 20. Looking for running room, and runs into Landon Jones, and that's not a good thing. Landon, they'll give him forward practice. They'll give him forward progress to the 25, but they tackle him at the 19.
And I had a talk with Landon this week about just opening up and putting his shoulders down and hitting people, and man, he's adapting to playing outside. He's always played middle linebacker his whole life, and I think Landon has started to learn that when he's outside here and other guys are plugging up holes, he can run around full speed, head up, looking for somebody to hit like a heat-seeking missile, and he's really been that tonight. And Landon's, like you said, popped a couple guys tonight.
All right, here we go for East. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Beckley leading 31-0. They'll go with the pistol set. 2 receivers stacked to the left, 2 stacked to the right. Hamrick looking, hands it off to May. No gain on the play. Matter of fact, he loses about 3 yards back to the 20. Brings up 2nd down and 13. The bad thing about running in that pistol set with this Beckley front is when you hand the ball off, Beckley is there so quick you lose 2 or 3 yards every time.
You got Tyrese up front now. You got Jamarcus still up there, and then, I mean, you know, you got that 21-22 with Connor and Bryce. Bryce running in there over here. Keandre still in there flying up. I mean, you got 6 guys on the ball that you can pick a guy you want to give that tackle to.
Once again, East will line up. Twins set to each side in a stack formation. Shotgun formation for Hamrick. Brody back to pass. Looking, stays in the pocket, throws it down the field. Looking down for the receiver, incomplete. Intended for Nate Settle. Defending on the play was MJ Staples and Christian Stewart, and it brings up a 3rd down play. 3rd down at about 13 for the Spartans.
I think it might be till Princeton before we see a really top-level passing attack. I thought this might be it. I still think this may be a top-level passing attack. So the fact we shut them down is unbelievable. But and Washington was pretty good too. But man, the secondary, they look pretty top tier, don't they?
For the Spartans, 25 to 30, and runs out of bounds close to that 1st down marker. He might have it. Good job by Hamrick as he rushed out of the pocket, was flushed out to the left, had all kinds of running room. And depending on where they put the ball down, will he have the 1st down? And they do. They'll move the football to the 33, and that'll be a 1st down for the Spartans.
But yeah, I mean, this is the same core group of guys, Brody Hamrick, Grant Burdett, that Beckley couldn't stop in Beckley last year. And I thought, we had a pretty good secondary last year as well throughout the year. That saw Elijah Waller man up with Dom Collins last year, and I thought he'd do as good as anybody in the state did against him. But, man, this defense is scary good.
1st down and 10 for the Spartans. Ball sitting at the 33-yard line, and they move.
Who you calling that on? Other than just Greenbrier.
What was there was one official.
Everyone but the center.
Exactly. Yeah, that's, I was saying, that was an NFL.
That's why I'm asking you, because I was answering. One's on the center.
Yep. Everyone but the center.
And that was not even just every lineman but the center. That was the receivers.
The receivers
backs
too.
Yeah,
everybody.
You had a receiver 8 yards downfield before they blew the whistle.
Call the foul, move the ball back to the 28, 1st and 15 for the Spartans from there. Once again, 4 receivers set. Hamrick back in shotgun formation. Here comes the blitz by Beckley. Gets out of it, takes it to the left, now steps back, and will go down behind the line of scrimmage. Ball pops loose, and it's still loose, picked up by Greenbrier East at the 20-yard line. But man, who do you give the sack to there? I mean, Beckley had 5 or 6 guys. You had MJ Staples back there. You had Keandre back there. It looked like Jamarcus was the one who was going to recover the fumble. I mean, you could give that to just about anybody. They put the football down at the 21-yard line. Greenbrier East now looking at a 2nd down play. 2nd down at about 20 from their own 21. A loss of 12 on the play.
Like you said, 5 guys back there making the play, and that's every play with this defense.
So 2nd and 23. 4 in the 3rd quarter, Beckley up 31-0. Shotgun formation. And with flags thrown again. Honestly, I didn't see anybody move that time.
Yeah, that was one where the ball might have been flinched.
So it takes them 5 more. Or they were called delay of game.
Okay, that's why we didn't see anybody move.
Because they didn't move. All right, so moving back another 5 to the 16-yard line of the Spartans. They make it now 2nd down and 28. They've got to get to Beckley's, or to their own 43 for a 1st down. The ball sitting back at the 17. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers set. Hamrick back to pass. Pump fakes, looking, throws it across the middle. Pass is going to be picked off by Beckley. And guess who? That was Preston Clary that time.
Yeah, these guys,
for the Flying Eagles.
Preston and AJ are going to fight over who gets more picks this year. They're, once again, man, the secondary is just, it's a no-fly zone. And that was man coverage over there. Preston just made a play on the ball and beat the receiver to it.
First I thought it was AJ because he wears number 6. Preston wears number 8.
I could tell it was Preston because he's a little
bit taller. So Preston gets his first interception of the game for Beckley.
I mean, we'll see down the road. I still think this is a good Greenbrier East team that has a chance to make the playoffs in AAA. But you know, we're going to see Spring Valley, we're going to see Princeton, we're going to see GW before this season's over. Parkersburg South next week might be a test for them, but this defense doesn't look like they're going to give up many points to anybody.
Back to the I formation. Connor Ray goes in motion, sets up on the slot to the right. Handoff goes up the middle across the 35. This is Bryce Ford. And Bryce will get across the 40-yard line down to the east 37.
Yeah, the offense obviously has put up 31 points tonight, so they're making big strides. But kind of thought we might be able to run the ball tonight. I expected a, high-scoring game. Thought Beckley would win, maybe by a couple touchdowns. Expected a 42-28 type game. Maybe not quite 28, but man, I did not expect to be shutting out the studs that Greenbrier East has on the offensive side of the ball.
Second down and 3 coming up for Beckley. 2:55 to go in the third quarter. Beckley up 31-0. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Beckley, I think. Yes, we will. So first timeout call of the second half by Beckley.
I mean, let's take a look at what East has. You go Bluefield next week, a tough game. Allegheny, don't know anything about them. Shady, tough game. I think East might, we'll see. That's a winnable game. Oak Hill, winnable game. Nicholas County, Summers County, winnable game. Princeton, probably not. Nitro, I don't know. I see 5 to 7 on their schedule that they can win. I mean, this is not a bad team at all.
Beckley's looked good tonight. Ain't no doubt about it. On both sides of the ball, the offense, and we talked about it, you're going to see that improvement from week 1 to week 2. Beckley's offense so far has taken 3 or 4 steps forward, I think, tonight. We've seen Gage settle down, make some great throws, have time in the pocket. We've seen the offensive line do what they needed to do up front. We've seen the running backs make good cuts, make good decisions on when to go through. The offense has improved a lot, and we knew what to expect from the defense, but I think the defense improved from last week.
So I was over at practice on Monday, and I saw, coaches were, Legursky and Surratt were both working really hard on zone blocking, getting off gap integrity, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it, getting off their block, getting to the linebackers. Last week when Washington switched it up, we had trouble with that. Tonight we've really answered that.
Second down and 3 for Beckley. Back to the I formation. Handoff will go. Looks like the MJ. MJ fights forward and close to the first down. Depending on the spot. They're looking at it, and he might be a little short. He will be. Bring up third down to 1. Updated scoreboard for you from Chick-fil-A with 2 locations to serve you. Beckley Galleria and Harper Road. In the third quarter, Spring Valley now leads Hurricane 35-28. Final score, Sharando, Virginia defeats Jefferson 42-14. 2 games, Jefferson's given up 92 points.
Well, somebody will still rank them 10th next week.
No. Musselman leads Loudoun County, Virginia 14-13. Martinsburg now leads Huntington 41-15. First, actually, they did give Beckley a first down. I thought he was going to be a little bit short, but they did give him a first down. And now Beckley will give 5 yards back for a false start.
I'm telling you, man, I don't know a lot about these out-of-state teams that those guys play up there, but I really do think that Washington is the 3rd best team in the Panhandle.
Yeah. Bridgeport, they defeated Morgantown tonight 49-0. Parkersburg South, the next opponent for Beckley. They lead University 34-20. Washington still leads Thomas Johnson, Maryland 20-0. As Beckley will line up, 1st and 15 now, ball sitting back at the 39-yard line of the Spartans. Hand off to the far sideline, cutting back against the grain across the 35. And we'll get down to the east 31-yard line. Trying to see who carried the ball that time for Beckley. That was Bryce Ford.
Not only do I not know anything about Thomas Johnson's team, I don't know anything about Thomas Johnson. It sounds like
Evan was the governor of Maryland.
Sounds like a guy I might be playing golf with on Sunday.
Because the name of the school is Governor Thomas Johnson, Maryland.
Yeah,
so I'm assuming he was a
governor
at some point. Second down and 8 coming up for Beckley. Hand it off. This time MJ. MJ fighting down to the east 30-yard line, and it brings up a 3rd down and 6 play now for Beckley. Some other scores to pass along. Herbert Hoover now leads Winfield 29-15.
I know that. Oh, sorry, I'll let you.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I know that some fans over here are not going to like what's about to happen, but this is a scenario. I know it's 31-0, but this is where you let Gage Price go into shotgun and like we were talking early in the game, get a learning experience of trying to convert this down and distance.
3rd down and 5 coming up for Beckley. Actually, 3rd down and 6. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Beckley up 31-0. Gage back to pass. Looking, throws it in the flat on the far side. Pass going to be complete. Breaks a tackle inside the 25, the 20, the 15. MJ and get down to the Greenbrier East. They mark him down at the 12-yard line.
Pass is complete to Landon Jones.
Well, actually, it was Landon Jones. Landon made the catch.
Yeah, once again, you got that tight end connection.
Coming out the flat,
man.
Yep. Tight end coming out of the flat.
Something that you look over the past, at least recent history at Beckley, we've had some really, really, really good deep threat receivers with Keenan, with Redfern, but you haven't had a tight end like this in a long time.
And this time, they hand it off up the middle inside the 10, the 5. Bryce spins. It gets down to the 4-yard line with 37 seconds to go. You wonder if Beckley wants to try to get in before the end of the quarter to make it a fourth quarter running clock. Right now, it's 31-0. It's not a fourth quarter running clock unless Beckley scores here.
Yeah, I think.
Second down at about 2.
Nope, we're going to go to the other side of the field.
All right, so that's going to be the final play of the third quarter of play. So we head to the fourth with the Flying Eagles in control, leading the Greenbrier East Spartans by the score of 31-0. We come back, fourth quarter action after this timeout on the Big Dawg 99.5 WJLS.
Usually he's the opener, and tonight he's kind of been the closer. Got the ball rolling there early on in the game, but Bryce with a weakened front 7, front 8, at this point front 9, and East can't stop it. But Bryce running into a weakened line, weakened front's dangerous.
Extra point up and good by Vince Umberger. 11:54 to go in the contest, and we'll just keep it here. Beckley now leads 38-0. And Beckley tonight has had 4 different guys score a touchdown. 2 by MJ Staples, 1 by Connor Ray, 1 by Christian. So many different guys can run the football and run it well.
It's been a fun. They've been able to do whatever they want, and you gotta love the start of this connection with Gage and Landon. Gage and Christian are going to get there too. I think Preston and AJ are going to get involved in that passing game, but before the year's over and later in the year, Beckley's going to be able to do a lot more with that passing game than they are right now, even though we're seeing it evolve in front of us, and we kind of predicted that last week. But, the running game doing what we knew it would. We've done a good job picking up the changes in fronts that they've came at us with when they've gone into this 5-3. And once again, Greenbrier's not a bad team, man. They're, this is the same core of guys that we beat 42-39 in Beckley last year. They're a good program, good team. They're going to win some football games this year, and it's just an unbelievable showing here in the Lions' den.
Here comes the kick by the Flying Eagles. It is a high end kick to the far sideline, taken by the Spartans at the 18-yard line, coming across the 20, the 25. And that will be about it as he's wrapped up there by the Flying Eagles.
Ty Green on the return.
Greenbrier East next week. They will travel to Bluefield.
First down.
Beckley will be at home against Parkersburg South for the first home game of the season for the Flying Eagles.
Man, I think hopefully the weather's nice. But
even if it's not ice, I'm telling the people.
This team reminds me of a team. Parkersburg team in week 3, so really weird coincidence.
Yeah, get out there.
Come out and break that record.
Yeah. Shotgun formation for the Spartans. A handoff up the middle across the 30, 35, and May, with his longest run of the night, gets to the 40.
I think we could put 8,000. Parkersburg, that's a tough drive for them, but I think we could get 7 or 8 in the stadium. Come on out, get there. It was like 68 what was at that game, and it was Parkersburg, but man, break it. Tired of it being a record.
Shotgun formation for the Spartans. Getting the handoff to the near sideline. This time not much there. Jamarcus Manns bottles him up at the line of scrimmage and pushes him back. Bryce Ford comes in there to cleans it up.
You talk about South, man, and I know the coaches have been preaching to these guys, do not let, you let that S on their helmet beat you 2 years in a row now. Not to say they weren't the better team, but they weren't at one point in the game 56-6 better last year. I know it wasn't the final score, but it was in the third quarter. And I think that, we come out with, like you said, a little bit of swagger, a little bit of attitude. We can knock them off in Beckley next week.
2nd down and 10 for the Spartans. Ball sitting at their own 40-yard line. Hamrick in shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And we got flags thrown. And we got movement.
False start against the Spartans.
Cost them 5 yards, make it 2nd down and 15.
Be 2nd down and 15 from the 35-yard line.
Beckley leading 38-0. Line up, shotgun formation. Hamrick pump fakes with it to the near sideline. Now turns it up the field. Got some running room across the 40. Slides at about the 42. Picks up about 7 yards and makes it now a 3rd down and 8 play.
These Beckley linebackers are just pinning their ears back and going, man. They're having so much fun out there. It's see who can, we didn't have anybody blitzing on the trip side that time, so good job by Hamrick reading that and picking up a couple yards, but we're getting back there as soon as the ball does.
3rd down and 8 from the Spartans. Ball sitting at their own 43-yard line. Clock running, 8:10 to go in the game. Beckley up 38-0. Shotgun formation. Pump fakes, now looking, throws it to their sideline, out of bounds. Preston Clary defending on the play, and once again, Hamrick takes a shot. Connor Ray comes in there along with Keandre Good was back there as well.
Yeah, Bryce was who was taking him down. Hamrick acted like it was late. I wasn't watching. I didn't see when Bryce got back there. But as quick as we've gotten to him, it'd be hard to believe that it was late. And good job by Hamrick getting the ball out. I mean, he's going to have better days. He's had better days. And once again, I'm shocked we've held him to nothing.
They will punt the ball away. Will the Spartans, drifting back for Beckley, is A.J. Thomas. Snap is good. Here comes the kick. He gets it out of there. Spiraling kick. A.J. takes it from the 18-yard line. Goes to the far side across the 20, 25, to 30. And they're going to call a flag on Christian for a block.
It is. I hate the rule, but that's a crackback.
So the flag thrown, 23-yard line, and they'll take it back from there.
It's one of those Beckley fans are going to boo, but I mean it's a rule that used to be football, and it's just not anymore, and we just have to live with that because you're trying to take head injuries out of the game. I mean, it was what was 10 years ago a perfectly legal block. Did not hit him from behind, or high or low, but that's the rule now, and we just gotta live with it. If it does take, if it is which I'm not quite sure that one was unnecessary. It was a crackback. And if it takes helmet injuries out of the game, you got to support it.
I'm looking up something. I don't know what to say now because I want to jinx this. Is the first play for Beckley is a run up the middle. And Beckley picks up about 4 yards. 6:45 to go in the contest. Beckley up 38-0. We talk about how close this rivalry has been over the years. If the score stays the same, this will be the largest margin of victory for Beckley since 2001, when Beckley won 61-27.
What's this play?
Hand it off up the middle again across the 35, 30. That's Landon Jones across the 30. And Landon will get up to the 33, another first down for Beckley.
What was the 2003 33 score?
Beckley won 34-14.
Okay, because that was when Mecca set the school rushing record at the time. I knew that one was 34-6 when we beat them down here. So, I mean, with the games I can think of, I know we barely beat them from, 84 to 99? One, maybe twice.
I've got something else here in a second. But I'm not going to say yet. 5:45 to go in the contest. Hand it off again to Landon. Fighting for yards across the 40, and Landon picks up about 9. What year was that?
13 or 14 probably. 14, 15, somewhere in there.
49-18.
Well, say I knew that one had to be a lot because
that was
49.
31 points. Yeah. This is 38 right now. Second down and 1. Double wings. Handed up the middle. And this is Jacob Reeves. And Jacob gets across the 45 to the 47. First down for Beckley.
I looked there and one of the band majorettes is twirling something that's changing colors, and I thought the ref
Beckley with it, 1st and 10. And not sure what happened there. Could not see. It looked like
it was a fumble
on the handoff,
snap
maybe?
and handoff.
Beckley recovered it. Gage picked up the ball. A loss back to Beckley 45.
Hate doing this to you, Gage, but I got to give you a negative 6 yards rushing on that play.
3:55 to go in the game. Beckley up 38-0. All right, should I say it now or jinx us?
Is it about a shutout?
Yes.
Don't.
Okay.
I knew that's where you were going, and just wait.
It's amazing.
No, go ahead and do it.
Well, I tell you.
First time we've ever shut them out?
Nope. We'll do it after the. Now, wait. 3.5 minutes, man. Still a lot can happen for them to score. Not that they're going to win, but to score. Hand it off up the middle. And breaks a couple of tackles. This MJ. MJ into Greenbrier East territory. Is that Landon?
I think it's Landon again.
It is Landon. Landon takes it down to the Greenbrier East 46-yard line. And Beckley now looking at a 3rd down play. 3rd down and about 4.
What's that say about Landon that he's as shifty as MJ?
Well, you know, there's certain things because I couldn't see the number.
He does look a lot like MJ. Right?
Well, I couldn't see the number. Lane is a little bit taller, but they both have a towel out their back.
They're both wearing the white gloves, and as shifty as that run was, it looked like MJ.
All right, so 3rd down and 4 for Beckley. Gage letting some time run down. Hand it off again to Landon. Landon up the middle will have the 1st down and more as he gets down to the 40-yard line with 2:45 to go in the game, and that stops the clock again for another 1st down. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do it. All right. If this holds for another 2.5 minutes and Beckley shuts out Greenbrier East, this will be the first time that Beckley has shut out Greenbrier East. I'm making sure that I'm not wrong on this. As Beckley is still in the huddle letting the time run down.
You know it's a blowout when you've got the book out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why I keep this thing, you know. You have to go back. The last time Beckley shut out Greenbrier East. You ready? After this play. See, I'm just dragging it out a little bit just to make sure. Pitch goes to MJ to the near sideline, gets to the corner of the 45, 35, the 35 I should say, and gets pushed out of bounds at the 30.
You've been waiting to call an MJ run there, sir.
I know. I'm just glad I got it right with him, you know?
He was running towards us that time.
We have a flag. We have a flag thrown?
Yep. Talk about it. Pick it up. Wave it off.
Wave it off. They mark it down.
Both threw it, though. How do you both throw a flag and then wave it off?
The ball's going to be placed back down to the 30-yard line, close to a 1st down. They mark it at the 31, which would be 2 yards shy, so 2nd down.
So before you give us the stat, how'd that conversation go? You saw it, you threw it, I didn't see anything. Nah, he didn't do that. Okay, wave it off. You good with waving it off? Okay, wave it off. All right.
They might have had a thing say, okay, 2 minutes to go in the game. Let's throw a flag so we can decide where we're eating after the game. It could have been something like that.
Let's just talk. Let's both throw this flag. I mean, I get it if one guy throws a flag, you wave it off. But how you both throw it? All right, let's see it.
2nd down and 2. I'm not doing it now. I'm waiting. Still got 90 seconds left.
I figured you were.
I'm trying to keep the crowd listening. Draw it out.
I don't think that little
I don't want to jinx myself, man.
Is going to do that.
And they hand it up the middle. This is Jacob. Jacob Reeves finding his way forward down to the Greenbrier East 25-yard line, and it is a first down for Beckley with 1:08 to go in the game. All right, here we go. The last time Beckley has shut out Greenbrier East, you have to go back to 1982. Beckley shut out East that game 34-0. That was the 3rd straight year that Beckley shut out Greenbrier East. In 1977, well, not the 3rd straight years, they didn't play every year. 1977, Beckley shut them out 14-0. 1978, it was 53-0. 1982, 34-0.
You're going back to Dale Stafford and my uncle J.D. Goss. I didn't know we were going that far back.
I didn't think, I wouldn't think so too, man. But that's the last time we shut them out was 1982.
How much do you love that I can just throw 2 guys out there?
I love it, man.
That's Coach Stafford's place. I didn't play in 82, man. I think he did. I think so. He'll have to correct me on that one if I'm wrong.
And that's going to do it. Your final score, the Beckley Flying Eagles have come to Greenbrier East and have shut out the Greenbrier East Spartans. Your final score, Beckley 38, Greenbrier East, 0. We come back, we will recap it for you after this timeout on the Big Dawg 99.5 WJLS.
Thank you for your attention. On behalf of everyone here at